all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Counselor, can you read the public notice?
How about a roll call?
Oh, let's do a roll call first.
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. D'Andriano?
Here.
Mr. Rogan?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here. Now we'll go to the
Public notice is hereby given that special district assessment roll and the annual estimate of expenses and revenues for special districts has been prepared and is available for review at the Office of the Assessor at Town Hall, 1142 Route 311, Patterson, New York. Pursuant to Town Law Section 202-A, the Town Board of the Town of Patterson, New York will hold a public hearing on the aforesaid special district's assessment roll and the annual estimate of expenses and revenues at the town offices, 1142 Route 311, Patterson, New York, on October 12, 2022, at 7 o'clock p.m. in the evening of that day or as soon thereafter as may be held, at which time all persons interested therein shall be heard. The town board will make every effort to assure that the hearing is accessible to persons with disabilities. Anyone requiring a special assistance and/or reasonable accommodation should contact the town clerk.
Thank you. So by way of some background, we have 9 special districts based on benefit units and 4 on ad valorem. And every year we have to prepare what's called the Special Districts Assessment Roll, which shows every individual in the town, every property, and what special districts they are being taxed on. And then we prepare the tentative budget, which shows what the potential expenses are going to be for that year. I see nobody here is nobody from the public is here tonight, other than for us. Do you want to comment on this at all? All right.
Anyone on Zoom?
Yes. So I will ask if anybody is joining us by Zoom, if they have any comments on the public hearing for the special districts, or what they how this may impact them, which you will see in your tax bill. You see it every year in your tax bill. If you could unmute and state your name and address for the record.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Well, before we do that, does any board member have any questions?
No.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, reports. Somebody like to make a motion on the reports?
I'd like to make a motion to accept the code compliance report for September, code enforcement for September 2022, dog control officers reports for August and September 2022, ECI for September 2022, Putnam Lake Fire Department third quarter report for June through September 2022, and the Patterson Recreation for September 2022. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion on the supervisor's report?
Make a motion, we approve the August 2022 supervisory report. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'll move that we approve and accept the minutes for the bid opening for the generator bid of October 6th, the town board meeting minutes of September 14th and 28th respectively. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody like to audit some bills?
I'll make a motion to approve abstract number 18, dated September 30th, 2022, in the amount of $212,034.94. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right,
We'll
budget
move on.
transfers.
Yep, budget transfers. Number 23 is related to the highway fund machinery contractual fuel usage. The following budget transfer is necessary to reallocate funds for the machinery contractual fuel usage for the increased costs that we've incurred. So we're moving $32 from machinery contractual expense accounts to machinery contractual fuel usage expense accounts. Make a motion, town board approve budget request, transfer request number 23. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Next, another one from the Highway and Refuse Departments. Following budget adjustments is necessary to allocate additional funds to the Highway and Refuse Department's fuel usage accounts for the increased costs. Be increasing interfund revenues, 28,000, increasing appropriated fund balance, 10,000, and we'll be decreasing general repairs contractual, 20,000, increasing machinery contractual fuel usage, 48,000, decreasing sanitation equipment and capital outlay, 10,000, and increasing sanitation contractual fuel usage expense accounts, 20,000. Make a motion, the town board approve budget adjustment request number 24, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have engineer review contractual and escrow fees. Following budget adjustments is necessary to allocate additional funds to the engineer review contractual and escrow fees accounts for their revenue accounts. Increasing planning board fees, escrow charges, 15,000. Increasing planning board fees, engineer review revenue accounts, 4,000. Increasing engineer review contractual, 4,000. Increasing engineer review inspections, escrow charges, expense accounts, 15,000. Make a motion that the town board approve budget adjustment request number 25, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Me. Okay. First, we have tonight a reminder that of the bulk pickup for garbage district number 1, Putnam Lake. It's this Saturday, October 15th. Please have your bulk items curbside by 6 a.m. on Saturday, October 15th. So since there's nobody here and we're not meeting again before the 15th, I'll put this up, and hopefully the people who are on Zoom over in Putnam Lake can just remind their neighbors. So, what's this fellow's name? Down here.
The videographer. Excuse me, sir. Yes. Could you just?
Zoom in on this.
No worries. Whoop, you gotta hold it a little straighter. Gotta help it a little bit.
Makes it easier, huh?
Good thing you don't have shaky hands.
Okay? Okay, thank you. And one more, it's also this Saturday at the Patterson Recreation Center is the Militaria Show, Militaria and Knife Collection Show. This Saturday, like I said, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Patterson Recreation Center. Insignias, uniform, edged weapons, equipment, and more. And I believe food will be served.
What are the hours on that again, Charlie?
9 to 3.
9 to 3, thank you.
Okay?
It's a great show.
Okay. Next, we have, NICEC proposal. They've approached the town regarding some changeover in street lighting, and they're asking that we convert 3 post top lights and 2 shoebox lights. They're eligible to be converted to LEDs, and with this conversion, they're asking the town to pay for the unexpired life of the lights in the amount of $1,035.21. And they're saying that by converting these lights, the town will save approximately $540 a year. So this is like an ROI on, after 2 years, we'll be saving real money. So, everybody okay with this?
Well, yeah, just as I talked to you about earlier, Charlie, one of the lights that they spec'd out in there is not a shoebox light. It is a Cobra head that they didn't change out the last time. So there's gonna be some adjustment with that.
Okay, so I will make a motion that the town board approve the notice from NICEC and authorize the supervisor to work on an agreement with NICEAG to make the conversion, 3 lights, 5 lights?
5 lights.
5 lights, happen. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye. That's it.
Okay, next item we have is a request from our seniors to do their annual Christmas party. This will be for approximately 53 attendees, and we are looking for money for the DJ and for the catering from Abersanos. So I'll make a motion, we approve the total expense of $2,305 for that wonderful occasion. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is based on the bidding process for preventative maintenance for our generators. This bidding was closed on October 6th, and the low bidder was Peak Power Systems. They submitted a low bid for the proposal, a copy of which is attached, and we would like to hire them as per the bid for an amount not to exceed $9,466.54 for the annual preventative maintenance of generators, standby labor rates, and overtime labor rates. So I'd like to introduce this resolution and ask that be entered into the record as the read. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, first up on my agenda is the Route 311 proposal. This goes back probably a year, 18 months, where Senator Harcum secured $1,415,000 for the town of Patterson to complete specific improvements out on Route 311 near 84. The improvements include putting traffic lights up at both intersections on the off-ramps. Also doing some work actually in the town of Kent at the intersection of Route 52 and 311 in the state DOT right-of-way. To improve the light that is there, and then doing additional road enhancement improvements at the intersection of Fair Street and 311. There's 2 parts to this. One is in order to move this forward, the town needs to go into an agreement, which you all have in front of you, with the New York State DOT, which would allow the town to do the work within the DOT right of way. And the second is an agreement between the town and Camarda Realty Investments to pick up any additional costs or overruns should the project cost more than the amount of the grant that we've got. I've reviewed them both. I've got a few minor comments that need to be cleaned up. Jamie, have you had a chance to go through it?
I looked at it quickly. There was nothing major that's what sparked out to me, but there were a couple of minor things that I'll let you know about, a couple typos to, just to point out to them. But otherwise, nothing jumped out at me.
Any board member have any comments on this?
So this is for traffic lights when you're coming off of 84 and 311 is in front of you, with traffic lights there on both sides.
Yes. Yes, if you remember, a number of years ago, we received a $1.2 million multimodal grant through the DOT.
Yep.
And we actually, made improvements to those intersections and widened the road.
Yes.
That may not have been the best of improvements to make, because we've seen a few traffic accidents out there, so we want to take it to the next level and really clean it up, make it safe.
Yeah, I think those original improvements were anticipation of having traffic lights, so they were kind of set up to have traffic lights.
Yeah.
But it actually, without the traffic lights, it made it worse.
Yeah, you're absolutely
So
right.
with the traffic, I'm very excited with the traffic lights. I think it's going to be excellent. See?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'd like to make a motion that the town board approve this memorandum of agreement as may be modified by the town attorney between the town of Patterson and, that's interesting, New York State DOT for the improvements on Route 311. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to make a motion that the town board approve the agreement between the town of Patterson and Camarda Realty Investments to further provide funding for the improvements on Route 311, subject to town attorney's review and approval. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do you have a time frame of this, or is it just gonna go on the list and?
Well, DASNY, we've got all the paperwork submitted for DASNY that we
Yeah.
can submit, and they're ready to move this. The senator is very anxious to see this get going. Honestly, I don't think by the time we get it all out to bid, we probably won't be making the improvements till the beginning of the spring. But, Mr. Kamara is ready to move on this, and, so we want to get this thing going while we have the opportunity. And so I've been pushing on it hard, to, get everything in line.
Good.
Thank you.
All right.
First item on my agenda, oh, I'm sorry.
Before you get away from that, I'd like to make a motion that we set the public hearing for the preliminary budget for the October 27th town board meeting, the next town board meeting,
26.
26th. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, thank you again. First item on my agenda are conference requests. We have two of them from the building department. The first one is for October 26th and 27th for Mr. Robert McCarthy for the purpose of continuing education. I'm assuming it's for his, in the building department, doesn't actually have the title of the program. I'd like to make a motion to approve the conference request at the Mid-Hudson NYSBOC on the dates of October 26th and 27th in the amount of $135. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The second request is for additional training for energy code for the date of November 3rd. The meeting is energy code enforcement training, and location is in Newburgh. I'll make a motion for Bob McCarthy to attend the training on November 3rd,
He's gonna be out of the office.
2022 at no cost. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item on my agenda is a request along with a recommendation from Mr. Russ Goff regarding 31 North Street for a driveway permit. He's recommending that the bond posted for the proposed driveway at 31 North Street in the amount of $1,200 be returned. The work had not commenced and no future work is anticipated. The driveway permit number is 22-3 and has been rescinded. There's been no cost to the town for this, so I'd like to make a motion to approve Mr. Goff's recommendation and return the $1,200. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Stop turning it, honey.
Oh.
Right there. You want to do that too?
Oh, okay, yes, I'm sorry. Okay. Additionally, there has been a driveway permit fee that has been paid on 9/14/2022 for the same project that has been now rescinded, and the refund will go to the applicant in the amount of $125. So I'd like to make a motion to refund Mr. Gagliardo his $125. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you. I didn't get that. Oh. Okay, just let me read this for a second. Okay, so we have from the Department of Code Enforcement.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's Peter's.
Oh, okay, he just handed that to me.
My fault.
Yeah, I didn't think I had that, so I said, let me just read
Peter,
it.
you're up.
All right. All right, first I have a memo here from the Department of Code Enforcement. A resident back in April submitted a check for $175 for a permit. They processed for the installation of a gas fireplace. The unit was never installed, and back in on October 5th, the property owner requested to withdraw the permit. So the building department is requesting that we refund the permit fee in the amount of $100, which is the difference between the $175 that was paid and the $75 application fee, which is non-refundable. So I'd like to make a motion to refund the permit fee in the amount of $100 to the property owner on East Branch Road. So we'll,
East Branch Hollow LLC.
what he said.
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I have a procurement request from Robert Kearns, our EMS administrator, for radios. He had a couple competitive prices. The price that came in the lowest was from MetroCom in the amount of $1,300. I'd like to make a motion to approve $1,300 for radios for the ambulance. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I have another memo from our ambulance EMS administrator to hire a couple EMTs. The first one is he's requesting to hire Melissa Sincere to be hired as an EMT. I'd like to make a motion to hire Melissa Sincere, actually to accept the resolution that we have here and enter it into the record as read, to hire Melissa Sincere at the rate of $20 and $25 per hour as an EMT with the town of Patterson EMS. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second request to hire is Vincent Ruggiero. Okay. I'd like to make a motion to accept this resolution, enter it into the record as read, for the hiring of Vincent Ruggiero as an EMT with the town of Patterson EMS in the amount of $20.25 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Other business, any town board member have any other business they wish to bring up at this time?
I just have one thing, back in September, Mary and I attended the Putnam County Traffic Safety Board, since we're both on the Traffic Safety Board. And the discussion came up as we got the letter from the DOT months ago about the railroad bridge at 311. And they pretty much said, what they wrote in the letter was, it's not our problem. You know, we can't do anything about it. MTA says, well, you know, the only thing we can do is remove it, which we don't want. And DOT also says they don't see it as a problem since there's plenty of signage. So then the sheriff's department gave a report, and I don't know if it was a lieutenant or captain from the sheriff's office, said that they've responded 25 times within the last year, not to vehicles, because the DOT says they don't have. They look at the crash statistics, and the crashes into the bridge were minimum or not enough to take action. The sheriff's office says, well, we have 25 reports of oversized vehicles coming up to the bridge and then being not going into it, but now creating a traffic problem, trying to turn around, and causing problems. So I don't know where that's going to go from there. That kind of, everyone's saying it's not my problem, and there is no problem, but now the sheriff's department says, well, there is a problem.
So it's not a life safety issue, but it's certainly a response and a cost associated with response for that, so.
Right, they're sending deputies out there
Yeah.
for a couple hours
People
to
up.
back them up or do whatever they have to do. And it's a nuisance to our residents.
Sure,
you know.
sure it is. Yeah, it's gotta be a hassle. There's not
Tuesday?
enough room to turn a vehicle around there. They have to back up for how far?
Well, they usually make it to Carolyn Drive and they turn around in the cul-de-sac there, but,
Oh, right, okay.
and there's a lot unreported. I was out there Tuesday and there was another truck. Traffic was stopped dead, he was trying to back up into the traffic to get back to Carolyn Drive Tuesday morning. It happens frequently that the sheriffs aren't there,
Right.
so.
Well, DOT was in the room, so the next meeting, maybe we can ask them to have a
There-
response to that.
There is plenty of signage, and the problem is, a lot of these truck drivers use a regular GPS, a free GPS on your phone, or if they still have a Magellan or a TomTom or whatever. But they really should be using a commercial GPS that would tell them they can't go that route, which costs, $500-600. But, we've been going through this, when I was on the Traffic Safety Board in Westchester, we were going through this, the Hutchinson River Parkway, that bridge was getting struck all the time. And, I think we really need, well, not on our level, but I think on a higher level, they need to work with the GPS companies and try to work that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
And Pete, I just want to say thank you for all the time you spend on the Traffic Safety Board. It's an important board for the safety of our residents, and I know you spend a lot of time there.
Very good.
And Mary, I'm sorry.
No,
And
that's
Mary.
fine.
Yeah. It's just Pete's been doing it for many, many years.
Before I was on the town board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely an asset to the board, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
If I could just bring up, Sunday kicks off National School Bus Safety Week, and Brewster Schools Transportation is going to be at a few events. Sunday will be at the Safety Open House over at the Brewster Fire Department. We bring a bus down there. We cooperatively work with the fire department and go over, safety. The parents have the opportunity to get on the bus, they bring their children, they can walk through, they test the seat belts, it's a nice event. They put on a nice event, the Brewster Fire Department. Then we'll be participating in the trunk or treat for the Brewster PTA at the Brewster High School on October 22nd. Along with some treats, you can learn a trick or two about safety with us. And October 23rd, we will be participating in the trunk or treat at the Patterson Fire Department. Carmel School District will be there as well with the bus. We did it last year. We had, the fire department gets a huge turnout, and so we get a lot of kids to come in and parents to come in, and, we hand them out some paperwork and talk about safety, and it's a great event. So if anyone's free on any of those days, the notices actually is posted on the Brewster Bears backpack. And, we hope you can make at least one of these events and come out and learn a few things about school bus safety, along with getting a little treat. Thank you.
Charles?
I'm good.
Sean?
Do these announcements. So, announcement for Saturday, November 5th, from 10 a.m. to noon at the Veterans Memorial Park. This is where people are used to going for the 4-H fair. The health department will be holding its free rabies vaccination clinic. Bring your pets, dogs, cats, ferrets, for a free rabies vaccination. Dogs must be leashed, cats and ferrets must be in a carrier, top-loaded carriers preferred. Pets must be at least 12 weeks old, and all animals must be supervised by an adult. So if you'd like to go to this event, it again is November 5th, 10 a.m. to noon at the Veterans Memorial Park on Gypsy Trail Road in Kent. So that is a great event. Want to do the quit smoking?
Sure. We have here with the partnership with the American Lung Association, the Putnam County Department of Health, and New Vance Health. You can quit smoking. It's a Freedom from Smoking Quit Group program, which is 7 weeks. It's on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. I don't know why it says 7 weeks and then it says 8 classes. But first class starts Wednesday, October 26th from 6 to 7:30. Open to the public for anyone over 18 years old. And this will be... Where is this, at the Putnam County Department of Health? Is that where it is?
See, I'm reading it down. Good question. Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's right on the top.
Oh, it is.
Join the American Lung Association 7-week at the Putnam County
Oh,
Health
yeah.
Department.
There you go, at the Putnam County Health.
One
Department.
Geneva
So I guess
Road.
it is.
That's why we have
See that?
council
Thanks,
here
Council.
for us. Thank you for your guidance. On One Geneva Road, Brewster, New York. So it's you want to quit smoking? It looks like a great program.
Good. Very good.
I'll put it up here.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a lot of information.
Contact the health department.
Yeah.
Alexa Contreras.
Serena Chisholm. Serena. That's what I knew. This is Putnam Hospital.
All right, and I've got one here. If you're a veteran, save the date. It's actually November 6th, 2022, which is the Chow Down at Putnam County Golf Club, for all veterans. Come in and get a lunch.
That's nice of them.
All I do have a couple of issues under other business. I just want to present this to the board. This is the intermunicipal agreement between the county and the town of Patterson for the ARPA funds that the county is willing to provide to the town, as well as the sales tax. I'm not asking you to do anything with it tonight, I just want to make sure you have it. And we will hopefully have this. There's a couple of issues Jamie has, a couple I have, a couple Trish has. Hopefully we can get it amended and back to you for the next meeting. If you have any issues with it in between, please shoot me an email so we can get this cleaned up for the next meeting. So we can move on and get these projects going. And then I do have a legal issue that I need to talk with the town attorney about for about 5 seconds. So I'm gonna ask for an executive session at the end of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Once we get there. Public recognition. Sean, Russ, you have anything? All right, I would ask that anybody joining us by Zoom, if you would unmute, give your name and address for the record, and make your comment.
Three, two, one. Motion to adjourn, go into executive session, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you all.